So welcome again to the session, and let us begin. We are on, if you remember, studying the book Creative Transformations, and we are on page 20. I hope you have the book with you. So page 20, we had done the first two sutras. Let's just quickly look at the second sutra. Transmission is both received internally and externally. The function of the guru is to interact with you personally and also in the inner world. So we had discussed this in some length last session. Just a reminder, and also a question. I had suggested an experiment. I hope you have tried that experiment. नहीं किया है तो maybe go over the recording and then try it. If you try it, you will find that it is very, very useful. है ना? Essentially, before sleep, think of something that you need guidance on. Do Sharanagati practice. Request master for guidance on that specific subject, and then go off to sleep. And when you wake up, whatever guidance you get, trust it. That was what we had talked about. तो करिए उसको practice करके देखिए. I'm sure all of us need guidance in some way or the other, in some form or the other. All right. So let's go on to Sutra number 3. Why is it called Sutra? Because they are logically strung together. So one meaning of the word Sutra is thread. So they are logically connected to each other. They are like sequential. Second meaning of Sutra is dense knowledge, power packed with knowledge. So that is what these are. You have to think about them. कंटेम्पलेशन है ना, हिंदी में बोलते हैं मनन. थोड़ा सुनिए, सोचिए, उसको अपने दिमाग में घुमाइए, सोचते रहिए. कीप टर्निंग इट ओवर इन योर माइंड. दैट इज व्हाट मास्टर कॉल्स कंटेम्पलेशन. See that teaching from different points of view, from different aspects of your life. How is it relevant? What does it tell you to do in this aspect of life, this aspect of life? That is very important. All right. The role of the guru is like that of a transformer. Transformer, you understand? One of the beautiful things that one comes to realize is that this science and technology, the tremendous progress made by science and technology, has been a great help to the teachers and to us, the students, in better understanding of these spiritual truths. ये तो आप सोचिए, अगर ट्रांसफॉर्मर ही नहीं देखा होता तो हाउ वुड यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ स्टेपिंग डाउन और स्टेपिंग अप, राइट? So master has in a very masterly way, he has used as technology that is around us to explain some of the deep spiritual truths. The guru brings down high spiritual energy to the level your subtle bodies can handle. Which are the subtle bodies? The etheric body, the astral body, the mental body, and the causal body. All right. Well, let's read the next sutra also. They are very closely interconnected. You have 110-volt plugs, 110-volt plugs. Actually, he's talking about, I'm not sure how it is in Philippines, but in America, they have 110-volt plugs. So maybe master gave this particular lecture in USA. But anyway, we can talk about 220 volts. Same thing, doesn't matter. So maybe you can read as you have 220-volt plugs, the plugs that you use in your electrical gadgets. If you put your equipment directly into the transfer outlet, it gets destroyed. If you put it directly into the power source, it gets really destroyed. So from the power source, it gets step down, step down, step down until the appliance in your home can handle it. You're aware of this, how the electrical grid works. It's called the electrical grid. Power stations are at different areas, may not be next to us or close to us. Now, there they generate power that is at very, very high voltage. If we plug our appliances directly into that high voltage, 1 second they are finished. Only smoke will remain and some burnt ashes will remain. Why? Because the voltage is too high. So those voltages are stepped down until there is a transformer, maybe in your colony or something, which is connected to a substation. So substation may be at, I think, at either 4 kilovolts or 11 kilovolts, 4,000 volts or 11,000 volts. There also you cannot plug. But the transformer that is feeding your house, that brings it down to 220 volts. And therefore, it is safe for us to plug our appliances in that. Now, why is this relevant? The same thing here. Here means in our spiritual life. There is a stepping down process. One of the functions of the teacher is to step down the energy so that the higher soul and the incarnated soul can handle it. Very, very important. That is why we need the right spiritual teacher. And that is why conductivity and receptivity to the teacher and to the teachings are very important. So there is, again, like, we talked about the grid, power source. So think of Supreme God. And then there are step down transformers. So, in the book Existence of God is Self-Evident, Master has talked about it in great detail. I would suggest you study there. But broadly, it comes down to the planetary scheme and then the various gurus. So you remember last time, or maybe the time before last, we talked about a hierarchy of gurus, like Master Choa, his guru, then his guru's guru, and so on and so forth. So the one of the functions that this chain of gurus does is they step down the energy, and then finally we connect to our guru, who is Master Choa, and he steps it down so that we can understand, so that we can digest it, we can accept it. If we try to get the energy from the highest chain or the highest level, we cannot handle it. Actually, it is so subtle that it will just pass us off. It will pass through us, we will absorb nothing. So what Master has done is he accepts that, he digests it, and then he passes it on to us in a form at a level that we can make use of it. What is the form of this energy? This Master says, step down the energy. So what energy are we talking about here? So this energy has many forms. One form is the teachings. So our teacher has received teachings from his teacher, who has received from his teacher. Now, as it goes up, it becomes more and more mystical, more and more difficult to understand. You need to be very, very highly developed to be able to understand that. So one way in which Master is stepping it down is that he is making the teachings digestible to us. Like, for example, this example he has given of the electrical grid. वो example से हम समझ पाते हैं. So what he has done, he is simplified in some form, है ना, by relating to something that we are aware of. उससे जब उन्होंने connect कर दिया, तो now we are able to understand. Oh yes, now I understand. I had read the Gita before I came into the pranic healing school, and then there is a couplet there where the soul is described. You might have come across it. ऐसा डिस्क्राइब करते हैं कि जिसको काटा नहीं जा सकता, जलाया नहीं जा सकता, पानी इसको गला नहीं सकता, अग्नि इसको जला नहीं सकती, शस्त्र से इसको काटा नहीं जा सकता. That is how it is described. It didn't make sense. But once I got into pranic healing, then that sutra made sense to me. So this is a great help which comes to us from our teacher. He gives us examples, similes, teaches us simple things through which we can understand more difficult things. So one example is teachings. He makes the teachings easier. Second, so the knowledge becomes possible for us to digest. Second, spiritual energy. When we do the meditations, we do an invocation. So invocation it is important to invoke for the blessings of the Guru, because उसकी वजह से he steps down the spiritual energy. He steps it down and gives it to us as spiritual energy. You know, we invoke for divine light, love, and power. So those that comes down to us during our meditations. When we do healings, we do invocation. Why? Because divine healing energies we receive more if we are well connected to the teacher. So many ways in which the teacher is transforming and conveying energies to us. And that is why very important to invoke for blessings, to invoke for guidance, help, and protection. And what is the manner in which it comes to us? Number one, the books and courses. So the teachings come to us through that. Master has given us mantras and he has recorded in his own voice. If you chant with them, you are again getting step down energies. He has given us posters. So I have some posters which Master has personally blessed, but he's given us many others. Then there are these videos. His videos have been recorded. As you go through these, the books, the courses, the mantras, the posters, the videos, and more things, you are able to tap into the stepped down energies that Master is making available for us. So my friends, don't waste this opportunity. Make use of them. That's the point. So also we saw these, maybe some of these are external forms, but internal transmission. How is this happening? When we understand and practice the teachings. Very important to understand. If you do it mechanically, the amount of energy coming down, not as much. Understand them, appreciate them, and practice them. The best form of appreciation, best form of gratitude is to practice the teachings. Yes? And then through prayer, through Sharanagati. And when you do this, you must express gratitude. You must express respect and love to the teacher. Usko bhi mechanically karenge, so it won't be. So these are things you can experiment with. So you sit down, you scan your aura for spiritual energy, you scan your spiritual cord, and then you do Sharanagati mechanically. You'll see there is improvement, but not much. उसके बजाय आप उसको emotions के साथ, you really feel the gratitude, you really express respect and love. And as you do that, and then after that you scan, you will see there is a big improvement. Okay, आगे चलते हैं. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much today. Page 21. The feet of a guru are like an electrical socket. By touching the guru's feet, you get plugged into the energy. So this, in a general way, Master has given us the method in that book, Hinduism, Inner Secrets of Hinduism Revealed. उन्होंने समझाया क्यों हम जिसको हम रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं उनके पैर क्यों छूते हैं, स्पेशली जो गुरु होते हैं, जो स्पिरिचुअल टीचर होते हैं. व्हाई वी टच देयर फीट? बिकॉज द एनर्जी इन द हायर पार्ट्स ऑफ देयर बॉडी, इन द हायर चक्रास इज टू strong and we cannot handle it. So the body, our body itself is a step down transformer, and at the feet the energy is the densest. हमारे लिए वही compatible है. So better we touch the feet. Now, how do we touch the feet of Master Choa? He is no longer in body. So unfortunately, that was possible when we did that. Now you have to incorporate it in your Sharanagati practice. जब आप शरणागति करते हैं, मास्टर को विजुलाइज कीजिए, अपना ऑफ कोर्स ग्रेटिट्यूड एंड रिस्पेक्ट एंड लव वो एक्सप्रेस कीजिए. Then you visualize or imagine his feet. He's standing and his feet are at the level of your head. And then you visualize that you are touching your head, or have the intention that I am touching his feet, or place your head, your crown at his feet. Something like that. ठीक है जी? Shall we move on? Second sutra on page 21. The teacher may change appearance according to your culture or religion. The teacher may even transfer into a symbolic image. Great teachers are beyond religion. So the underlying teaching here is that the guru is not the body, the guru is not the personality who we knew as Master Chopak Sui, but guru is the soul who occupied or who we came to know as the personality Master Chopak Sui. Correct? So he says that, and you see, these true spiritual teachings are universal. They are not sectarian. Religion का इन्होंने इसलिए बोला, they are beyond religion because religion tends to be sectarian. ये सही है, ये गलत है, ये जो हमारे रिलीजन के बाहर है वो अलग है और हम अलग हैं. You know, something like that. That is not true spirituality. You know, this again Master has talked about existence of God is self-evident में उन्होंने शुरू में इसको बड़े अच्छे से describe किया. And the thing is that a guru, sometimes, you know, people ask me कि आप क्यों, why do you follow a guru who was born in Philippines when there are so many nice gurus in India? I don't know if any of you has been asked this question. The thing is, it doesn't matter. It is not the personality we want to connect to. And also over time I have come to realize कि एक गुरु जो शरीर को धारण करते हैं वो वही करते हैं और उसी समय करते हैं जब उनकी उन्होंने विद्या हमें पास ऑन करनी है उसके लिए सबसे ज्यादा लाभकारी हो. When it is when and where it is most beneficial for the world, that is where they take birth. Now, think about it. Master Choa's teachings are mostly based on the Indian and the Chinese ancient systems. Why is he born in Philippines? Why did he take birth in Philippines? Why not somewhere else? Why not in India? Why not in China? In one of his books, he has revealed that in his past lifetime, he was an Indian yogi. तो इस lifetime में क्यों नहीं? Think about it. Think about it. है ना, सोचिएगा. And if you have some theories or something, we can discuss them either now or in the next session. I'm sorry I talked too much today. We haven't been able to do a lot today. So let's end here.